Mira never thought of herself as someone who defied tradition. She had grown up knowing exactly what was expected: be a good daughter, learn to cook, marry young, support her husband, and accept her place in life. It wasn't a question. It was just how things were. "You need a man to take care of you," her aunt once said, shaking her head when Mira spent too long reading instead of helping in the kitchen. That's just the way life works. For years, Mira believed it. She saw women follow the same path. She never questioned it. She never fought it. She simply accepted that one day it would be her turn. Until the day she realized she didn't need a man to be taken care of, she needed herself. The shift in her thinking came slowly, like a quiet rebellion forming at the back of her mind. It began with observation. The girl who loved to write. Her husband dismissed her stories as childish nonsense. The one who dreamed of opening a small tailoring shop. Her family laughed at the idea. The teacher, once so vibrant, gave up her career to be a good wife. Each time Mira saw a girl lose herself, something inside her unraveled. The final blow came during a wedding when she overheard two women speaking. She was such a bright girl once. One woman said, nodding toward the bride. "Yes," the other sighed. Then she got married. The words settled inside Mira like an omen. She didn't want to be the girl who was once bright. She wanted to be the woman who never dimmed. It happened at dinner. Her father, feeling confident, leaned forward and announced her engagement. Mira didn't flinch. She didn't panic. She simply said one word. "No." The silence that followed was so thick, it could have swallowed the room whole. "What do you mean, no?" her father asked, voice sharp. "I mean I don't need a husband," she answered calmly. Gasps. Murmurs. Disbelief circling like a storm brewing overhead. "But how will you survive?" Mira smiled. "The same way I always have." "On my own." Her father stood up abruptly, anger flickering in his eyes. Her mother pleaded with her, saying the world wasn't kind to women who chose independence. Her relatives watched in horror, as if she had set fire to the foundation of the house. But she didn't bend. She didn't explain herself. She simply stood her ground, and for the first time, she realized that was enough. Her father refused to speak to her for weeks. Neighbors whispered whenever she passed. Her mother cried at night, saying people would call her a disgrace, unworthy of a family name. And yet, Mira was happy. She opened her own business, saved her own money, built a life that no one had handed to her, but one she had earned herself. She was alone, but not lonely, because for the first time, she wasn't missing anything. She had never been missing anything. She wasn't rejecting men. She was rejecting the idea that she needed one to be whole. And just like a fish never needed a bicycle, Mira never needed a man to complete her existence. Something strange happened thereafter. Women started watching her differently. Girls whispered her name like it was a secret they weren't sure they were allowed to know. Mothers hesitated when advising their daughters, unsure of the words they had always spoken so confidently. And one by one, change began. A girl delayed her wedding to finish her education. A woman saved her own money instead of handing everything to her husband. A mother taught her daughter to dream bigger than the walls of their home. Mira had thought she was saving herself, but she had started a revolution. The price of her freedom had been high, but the value unmeasurable. Because once a woman chooses herself, the world learns to adjust. And once one woman stands, others will rise behind her.